Hello students, welcome to MJC Learning. I am Manju Dilip. Today I am going to start with the 12th standard mathematics topic, indefinite integration part 1. So in this topic I am going to discuss about indefinite integrals definition, algebra of integration, integrations of some standard functions and solving some exercise questions. So indefinite integrals. If f of x and g of x are two functions such that derivative of f of x is equal to g of x, then f of x is called an integral of g of x with respect to x. It is denoted by integral g of x dx is equal to f of x and read as integral of g of x with respect to x is f of x. Here we say that g of x is the integrand. The process of finding the integral of a function is called integration. Thus, integration is the inverse operation of differentiation. The theory of integration is developed by Sir Isaac Newton and Gottfried Leibniz. Since the derivative of constant function with respect to x is 0, we can also write integral g of x dx is equal to f of x plus c, where c is the arbitrary constant and c can take infinitely many values. Elementary integration formula. First one, derivative of x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 is equal to n plus 1 into x raised to n plus 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1. So x raised to n plus 1 and n plus 1 cancelled. X raised to n will remain here. Therefore, derivative of x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 is x raised to n. Therefore, integral of x raised to n dx is this function, x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. Derivative of ax plus b whole raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 into a is equal to 1 upon n plus 1 into a into n plus 1 into ax plus b whole raised to n plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 cancelled and a also cancelled. Then this value will be ax plus b whole raised to n. Therefore, integral of ax plus b whole raised to n dx is equal to ax plus b raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 upon a plus c. This result can be extended for n replaced by, this n can be replaced by p upon q, any rational number. Now the remaining functions we are using this pattern, integral f of x dx is equal to capital F of x dx plus c. Then integral of f of ax plus b dx is equal to capital F of ax plus b upon a plus c. The first formula, derivative of a raised to x upon log a is equal to a raised to x a greater than 0. Therefore, integral of a raised to x is equal to a raised to x upon log a plus c. Here we are just changing the formula with ax plus b. So, integral capital A in raised to ax plus b dx is equal to a raised to x plus b upon log a into 1 upon a plus c, where capital A greater than 0. Similarly, derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. Therefore, integral of e raised to x is e raised to x plus c. Therefore, integral of e raised to ax plus b dx is equal to e raised to ax plus b upon a. So, this coefficient, if the coefficient of x is not 1, then you have to divide that with this question. So, for example, e raised to 3x plus 1 is the question. Then, e raised to 3x plus 1 upon 3 will come for this one plus c. Derivative of sin x is equal to cos x. Therefore, cos x dx is integral cos x dx is equal to sin x plus c. Therefore, integral cos of ax plus b dx is equal to sin of ax plus b upon a plus c. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Therefore, integral of sin x is minus cos x plus c. If minus is not coming in this question, then in the answer it will come. Therefore, integral sin of ax plus b dx is equal to minus of cos of ax plus b upon a plus c. Derivative of tan x is equal to sec square x. Therefore, integral of sec square x dx is equal to tan x plus c. Therefore, integral sec square ax plus b dx is equal to tan of ax plus b upon a plus c. Derivative of sec x is equal to sec x into tan x. Therefore, integral of sec x into tan x is sec x plus c. Integral sec of ax plus b into tan of ax plus b dx is equal to sec of ax plus b upon a plus c. Similarly, derivative of cosec x is equal to minus cos x into cot x. So, integral of cosec x into cot x is equal to minus will come here. So, minus cosec x plus c. Therefore, integral cosec of ax plus b into cot of ax plus b dx is equal to minus cosec of ax plus b upon a plus c. Derivative of cot x is equal to minus cos x square x. Therefore, integral cos x square x dx is equal to minus cot x plus c. Therefore, integral cos x square of ax plus b dx is equal to minus cot of ax plus b upon a plus c. Derivative of log x is equal to 1 upon x where x greater than 0. Therefore, integral of 1 upon x is dx is equal to log of mod x plus c where x not equal to 0. Also, integral 1 upon ax plus b, in the place of x it is ax plus b dx is equal to log of mod ax plus b upon a plus c. For inverse function, we know that derivative of sin inverse x plus c is equal to 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. Similarly, derivative of minus cos inverse x plus c is equal to 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. Therefore, by definition of integration, integral of 1 upon root of 1 minus x square dx is equal to, either you can say sin inverse x plus c or you can write it as minus cos inverse x plus c. Similarly, tan and cot, both the values are minus cot inverse x plus c, derivative is 1 upon 1 plus x square, and derivative of tan inverse x plus c is also this one. Therefore, integral of 1 upon 1 plus x square dx is tan inverse x plus c also you can write, or you can write it as minus cot inverse x plus c. Then derivative of sec inverse x plus c and derivative of minus cosec inverse x plus c are same, 1 upon x into root of x square minus 1. Therefore, integral of 1 upon x into root of x. Using above rules, you can write it as integral 1 upon root of 1 minus ax plus b whole square dx is equal to 1 upon a sin inverse of ax plus b plus c, or you can say it as minus 1 upon a cos inverse of x plus b plus c. Integral 1 upon 1 plus ax plus b whole square dx is equal to 1 upon a tan inverse of x plus b plus c, or you can say this as minus 1 upon a cot inverse of x plus b plus c. Similarly, integral 1 upon ax plus b into root of ax plus b whole square minus 1 dx can be written as 1 upon a sec inverse of x plus b plus c. That's equal to minus 1 upon a cosec inverse of x plus b plus c. Theorem 1. If f and g are real valued integrable functions of x, then integral f of x plus g of x dx is equal to integral f of x dx plus integral g of x dx. So let integral f of x dx is equal to g1x plus c1 and integral g of x dx is equal to g2x plus c2. Then derivative of g1x plus c1 is equal to f of x. Similarly, derivative of g2x plus c2 is equal to g of x. This one. Then we are taking derivative of g1x plus c1 plus g2x plus c2. So we can split this derivative. So derivative of g1x plus c1 plus derivative of g2x plus c2. This is what f of x and this is g of x. So f of x plus g of x. Now by integration, integral of this f of x plus g of x dx is equal to this. That means g1x plus c1 plus g2x plus c2. This is what? This is integral f of x dx and this is integral g of x dx. So just using the definition only in this one. Similarly, you can prove the second theorem. If f and g are real valued integrable functions of x, then integral of f of x minus g of x dx is equal to integral f of x dx minus integral g of x dx. Theorem number 3 also you can solve like this. So if f and g are real valued integrable functions of x and k is constant, then integral k into f of x dx is equal to k into integral f of x dx. Integrate the following functions with respect to x. So some questions. So first one, x cube plus x square minus x plus 1. There are 4 terms in this one. Let I is equal to integral of x cube plus x square minus x plus 1 dx. Integrating this each term. So x cube integral of x cube is x raised to 4 upon 4. X squared integral is x cube upon 3 minus x square upon 2 plus integral of 1 is x plus c. Next question, 3 sec square x minus 4 upon x plus 1 upon x root x minus 7. Let I is equal to the given question. Next step we can distribute this integration symbol. So 3 is a constant, you can take it out. 3 into integral sec square x dx minus 4 into integral 1 upon x dx plus integral 1 upon x root x dx minus 7 into integral 1 dx. So 3 into integral sec square x dx minus 4 into this one, and here I have changed this one x into x raised to 1 by 2, that is x raised to 3 by 2. So I can take that to the numerator, it will become x raised to minus 3 by 2, that's it. Now integrating, integral of sec square x is tan x minus 4 into integral of 1 upon x is log mod x plus Integral of this is x raised to minus 3 by 2 plus 1 upon minus 3 by 2 plus 1. Integral of 1 dx is x, so minus 7x plus c. That is 3 tan x minus 4 log mod x plus x raised to minus 1 by 2 upon minus 1 by 2 minus 7x plus c. This can be written as 3 tan x minus 4 log mod x minus 2. This 2 will come up, so 2 into this one become 1 upon root x minus 7x plus c. Next question, integral 3x cube minus 2x plus 5 upon x root x. There are 3 terms, so integration I can split into 3 terms. You can take the constant outside. Next up, x raised to 3 minus x raised to 3 by 2, you can write it here, minus 2 into x raised to this x and this x cancel, so x raised to minus 1 by 2 dx plus 5 into integral x raised to minus 3 by 2 dx you can write. So 3 into x raised to 3 by 2 can be written as x raised to, integral of x raised to 3 by 2 will become x raised to 5 by 2 upon 5 by 2 minus 2 into x raised to minus 1 by 2 will become x raised to minus 1 by 2 plus 1 upon minus 1 by 2 plus 1, that is x raised to 1 by 2 upon 1 by 2. Here minus 3 by 2 plus 1, that is minus 1 by 2 upon minus 1 by 2 plus c. This 5 by 2 will go up, so 2 upon 5, so 2 3 is 6 upon 5, x raised to 5 by 2 minus 4, 2 2 are 4, x raised 1 by 2, that can be written as root x minus, this minus will go up, 2 5s are 10, x raised to minus 1 by 2 plus c. This x raised to minus 1 by 2 I can write it down, so 6 upon 5, x raised to 5 by 2 minus 4 root x minus 10 upon root x plus c is the answer for this question. Next question, evaluate integral tan square x dx. So whenever square functions, tan square and this kind of functions are coming, we have to, if it is not substitution method, you can change this function with fundamental identity, integral x square x minus 1 dx. So we can split this integration to both terms. Integral x square x is tan x, integral 1 dx is minus x plus c. Next question, integral sin x upon cos square x dx. So this can be split into two terms. I is equal to sin x upon cos x into cos x. So 1 upon cos x is sec x, sin x upon cos x is tan x. So integral sec x into tan x is sec x plus c. Some exercise questions are given to you. You have to solve it. Thank you.